it might be time to arrest District Attorney Alvin Bragg as he threatens Donald Trump with jail and continued lawsuits in 2029. Plus, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau of Canada offends Americans by calling us misogynist sexists. Thank you so much for joining me. Let's go ahead and jump right into the news. In an exclusive interview with President Donald Trump, Trump shared the top 5 changes he wishes to make when he takes office on January 20th. This would be day one agenda items that he wants to get going on right away. Number 1, he plans to pardon all January 6 convicts. President Trump stated he would act very quickly to pardon those convicted in the January 6 Capitol riot, arguing they've been treated unfairly, and he doesn't want to continue investigations. Now, this could be good because it would let the FBI off the hook for running this agenda against the American people. It would also get people out of jail. But I, for one, would like to know the truth about January 6th. And so I hope he does run an investigation. And with Kash Patel as the head of the FBI, I believe we will. Number 2, Trump plans to impose tariffs on imports, specifically targeting Mexico, Canada, and China. He says that this will be a short-term situation that will have major ramifications. If you want to do a business with America, no more Americans dying from fentanyl, no more people rushing the border. Number 3, mass deportation. Trump plans to launch a significant deportation campaign targeting undocumented immigrants, especially those with criminal records, and aims to end birthright citizenship. However, Donald Trump said that he is open to the idea of helping DACA, which is the Dreamers that are already here. They've already gone through American education, American university. He says he wants to look into keeping those, but everybody else, he wants them out. Number 5, he intends to extend the Trump tax cuts that kept about $6,000 a year in Americans' pockets. He also emphasized he wants to make no changes to Social Security or Medicare. That is something he wants to keep for Americans until something better is invented and funded. Otherwise, nobody is allowed to touch the precious money of Social Security. Now, one thing that Trump needs to do is make sure that these losers on Capitol Hill stop stealing from the trust fund that is specifically set aside for those that pay into Social Security. But it's something that has to be protected, or it needs to be phased out. We'll take care of those that are there now. But if you're under a certain age going forward, you're not going to have Social Security. And honestly, they've run the math. Almost everybody would be better off without Social Security taking our paycheck. Not paying out benefits, but not stealing our paychecks. Lastly, Donald Trump stated he does not want to put any prohibition on access to abortion medication, and that he will not be doing any kind of federal ban on abortion, despite the lies from Democrats and the mainstream media. So these are the main things that Trump said he wanted to do. These 5 commitments should prove that these weren't just things he was saying in order to get elected. These are things on day one that he wants to get done. Now, he didn't mention trying to end the Russia-Ukraine war and getting back the hostages that are still being held by Hamas. But I trust Donald Trump, and I trust that he is going to get this done for us. So I look forward to him getting that done, right? My man, DJT, is going to be getting so much done on day one for the American people. By the way, could you guys give this video a like? My last 4 videos have been suppressed. And by hitting that like button, you help me by telling YouTube and Rumble, hey, get this thing out. Your t-shirt is distracting. Get Donald Trump out from behind that desk. All right, let's get him going, man. Do, 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 do. All right, let's get back to the news. All right, unfortunately, while the far left focuses on baseless speculation, Biden's policies have caused real damage with real consequences. Inflation has ravaged the American wallet. Weakened border security has flooded the country with illegal immigrants. Growing uncertainty about America's leadership on the global stage. It's shocking that we will have a functioning country again. Thankfully, other nations such as Mexico are already saying they're ready to step up and do as Donald Trump requires in order to continue to do business with the United States of America. Now, here's what's really interesting. I noticed that almost every Democrat that's out there interviewing right now, it's like they're already admitting that President Trump is the leader of America. So even though Donald Trump has to wait until January 20th to be sworn in, he's the one hobnobbing and rubbing shoulders with leaders around the world. He is the one that they are calling, that they are seeking private meetings with. So lame duck Joe Biden is just that. He's lame duck. Now, unfortunately, he's trying to be a rabble rouser and make things difficult with the different war situations for Trump. But Trump is going to get this thing handled quickly. Now, my hope is that the mainstream media will finally learn that fake news is not a long-term business model success. Now, according to a post on X by Charlie Kirk, he stated, CNN just lost in the ratings to Food Network. Kirk stated, the news outlet finished 17th place among cable stations last week in the prime time. He went on to say that they can't even get enough primetime viewers to justify the millions and millions of dollars that sponsors are giving to CNN. And guess what? It was even worse on MSNBC. They can't even attract 29,000 people between age 18 and age 35, which is the key demographic. Meanwhile, channels like Stephen Gardner are absolutely trashing CNN. I get more views than CNN, which is pretty dang embarrassing if you're MSNBC or CNN. But what do you guys think? Do you guys like the Stephen Gardner show or do you guys like CNN? Let me know over in the comments. But as of right now, the Stephen Gardner show is absolutely dominating CNN's prime time. All right, now, Charlie Kirk went on to say, it wasn't like we were having a slow news cycle either. There was the murder of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson. There was a manhunt for the killer, the drama surrounding President Trump's cabinet picks, Joe Biden's pardon of Hunter Biden, and the shocking fall of Bashar al-Assad in Syria. This is devastating for the legacy cable news media. People are rejecting the mainstream media and they're coming to X for real-time breaking news. And boy, is that true. I mean, if CNN was smart, they would reach out to me and say, we'd like to give you $10 million, $20 million to come over and have an honest news show where people can get the truth and we can rebuild the CNN brand. But guess what? I wouldn't touch CNN or MSNBC with a 10-foot pole. No thanks. I just like coming on and telling you guys the truth and controlling my own destiny, just like I hope that you guys will do that as well. But how about that? Like, some of the biggest news stories in the world are happening right now, and CNN couldn't buy eyeballs if they had the money. They suck. All right, now the only reason I believe my channel is more successful than CNN is because people have realized just how deceptive the mainstream media is. We can't forget the huge role that Elon Musk played in destroying censorship by standing up for the First Amendment. Like Charlie Kirk stated, everyone is now going to X in order to find out the truth. They're coming here to YouTube. They're coming here to Rumble. And they are seeking the truth. People don't want all of the DEI, all of the woke bull crap, all of the, I was watching the news in a restaurant the other day, and they were like talking about some stupid change within school systems. And I was like, dude, this is the most boring thing on the planet. People just want to get in and out of the news. They don't want to have to watch the news for 5 hours a day. Now, while Donald Trump's initial victory seemed to protect him from suffering the legal consequences of President Biden's lethal lawfare against him, Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg is making sure Trump's hush money case doesn't get fully dismissed by the judge. According to a new report out on the Hill, DA Alvin Bragg's office is considering several strategies to keep the Trump case alive, including delaying sentencing of Donald Trump until he leaves office in 2025, or freezing the case while leaving the jury's verdict intact. That way, Democrats can continue to call him a convicted felon, because as of right now, he's not been convicted. He's not been sentenced. They were saying that erroneously. That was a misnomer. But District Attorney Alvin Bragg is saying, wait a minute, let's keep that in place for the next 4 years. That way we can continue to say we have a criminal in the White House, when in reality, they're just lying. Now, let me know over in the comments on this live broadcast, what do you guys think? Do you think that they should arrest Alvin Bragg? That maybe Alvin Bragg should be investigated? Do you think that maybe those above Alvin Bragg should be calling for him to be removed? Obviously, this is an abuse of power. Obviously, this is an ego trip. This guy went after Donald J. Trump because it was the only way he could get elected. And we know that AG Letitia James, she 100% ran on get Trump. And then they didn't get Trump. But guess what? She's smart. She's moved on. But District Attorney Alvin Bragg continues to suck his thumb and cry in the corner that he wasn't able to get Donald J. Trump. Donnie Trump was able to outsmart him because he had great lawyers that I brought on this show multiple times. But let me know. I think Alvin Bragg needs to be investigated personally. Now, it's tradition that when someone wins an election, you drop any lawsuit against them, but they want to keep it going. Love the t-shirt, Stephen. Oh, me too. I gave away, I had 50 winners to get funny Trump t-shirts after he won, and this was one of them. You can find it on Amazon if you want. All right, now, Assistant District Attorney Christopher Conroy agreed and argued that dismissing the indictment and overturning the jury verdict would be an excessive step. He stated the extreme remedy of dismissing the indictment and vacating the jury verdict is not warranted in light of multiple alternative accommodations that would fully address the concern raised by presidential immunity. In other words, you have the district attorney saying, we want to continue to get Trump, and you have the assistant district attorney saying, we want to continue to get Trump. So even though we throw this out, we're not a banana republic. These guys are saying, as a banana republic in the District of Manhattan in New York, we're going to continue to go after Donald Trump, try to embarrass him for the 4 years that he's in office. And then when he gets out, we're going to arrest him. We're going to jail him. We're going to go after his business. I'm telling you, this guy needs to be disbarred and he needs to be investigated. Now, as you can guess, President Trump's legal team was heavily disagreeing with the district attorney and his assistant. They stated wrongly continuing proceedings in this failed lawfare case disrupts President Trump's transition efforts and his preparation to wield the full Article II executive power authorized by the U.S. Constitution, pursuant to the overwhelming national mandate granted to him by the American people on November 5th, 2024. Now, I agree. When you become president, you are clothed in authority. You are protected by the U.S. Constitution. Everybody now knows Donald Trump is not Hitler. He's not going to behave like Hitler. He's not going to rule like Hitler. So this continuation of lawfare after he has a mandate and he won the election, it's time to let it go, bro. Like, move on. Go eat some of that yummy Italian food that I see on TikTok. Go eat some of those crazy sandwiches that I see on TikTok. I mean, there's so much to do in New York. Why wouldn't you go live your life? Instead, you're going to suck your thumb in the corner that you didn't get Donald J. Trump. It's just silliness to me. All right, now, I want to tell you guys about today's video sponsor, and then I've got some other big stories. I want to tell you guys about an amazing product, Kimchi One by Bright Core Nutrition. I take this every day. It has helped so much with my gut, rebuilding my gut, the gut biome, the positive bacteria, over 900 strains of good bacteria. Kimchi One is your fermented nutrition to rebuilding your gut. It has completely cleaned up my gut, improved my digestion. I feel more energy. It's boosted my immune system. It is good for your overall health. Now, I highly recommend this product because all health starts in the gut. Putting the right fermented superfood in your gut improves every aspect of your health, your skin, your hair, your mental performance, and it's all done in a natural way. Now, today, I have an exclusive offer for you. Buy 2 bottles of Kimchi One and get one absolutely free. Just click on the link down below. Now, or you can call my friends at Brightcore for up to 50% off your order and free shipping. They really go the extra mile to ensure that you're taken care of. So give them a call. They also have a free gift for you today. Give them a call now at 888-908-4425. Kimchi One is all natural. It's made in the USA. It's non-GMO, and I absolutely love the company. They are true patriots, and they even donate a portion of their proceeds to Wounded Warrior. So if you want to improve your health while also helping out a veteran, what a great way to do that. Call them at 888-908-4425. All right, now I want to tell you guys some pretty crazy information. Did you guys read today that FBI Director Christopher Wray, who has actively gone after Americans, gone after Catholics, gone after J6 grandmas that were walked into the Capitol, and then suggested that after the assassination attempt on Donald J. Trump's life, when he was shot in the ear, that maybe he wasn't shot in the ear? I mean, this guy is a piece of work. He is planning to resign before Donald Trump can fire him. Now, my guess is once he is done, that Republicans are not going to be done with him. They are going to be calling him back in and forcing him to testify. His number one go-to move has been, I can't talk about that because it's an open investigation. As you know, we have an open investigation. The buses full of FBI agents that were brought in to be provocateurs on January 6th, I can't talk about that. The fact that there were J6 people in the crowd that we later found out were FBI agents dressed like MAGA Donald Trump supporters, I can't talk about that. The fact that they twisted the law in order to get people thrown in jail, we can't openly talk about that. I have a feeling that when Kash Patel gets in office, we're going to get a lot of answers. These guys have been covering up crimes in the name of researching crimes. But as Kash Patel tweeted out today, it is a great day And I believe that he is going to be an incredible director of the FBI. All right, now on to the shooter of the United Healthcare CEO. Luigi Mangione is expected to plead not guilty to killing CEO Brian Thompson of United Healthcare. However, it was leaked from a police report earlier today that Luigi Mangione's fingerprints match the fingerprints at the crime scene. There are also character witnesses coming forward willing to testify that Luigi was excellent at 3D printing. Remember, the death happened because Brian Thompson was shot with a 3D printed ghost gun. So more and more, it's looking like Luigi is the guilty party. Now, the other thing that his attorney said was that when it comes to the backpack with the fake ID, they are saying that it looks like the police planted close to $8,000 in cash. Now, if he's guilty, and it really was him that did this, they're going to ruin this case. Like, this is like when the police took the evidence in the O.J. Simpson case home with them, and instead of having a chain of custody, they took it home. I mean, like, they're going to ruin all credibility. So this is not looking good for the case. All right, now, did you see this huge story about the drones over New Jersey? People are seeing upwards of 50 drones. Some people say it's UFOs. I think it's just drones. But earlier today, Representative Van Drew suggested that these were Iranian drones, that there was a mothership out in the Atlantic Ocean where these drones were coming from. However, now the Pentagon is saying there is no mothership. We don't know whether this is Iran or some other country. We don't even know that these are drones. You guys, why won't they just tell us the truth? I mean, they've been seeing these drones almost every night for 3 weeks. Like, shoot one down, follow one, get your own drones out there and follow it home. Like, I don't understand how we have the FBI and Homeland Security and Transportation Division of America, and nobody can figure out what the heck these things are. Literally, it's been 3 weeks. Like, are these Chinese balloons? Are these Iranian drones? Come on, just go figure it out and tell us the truth. All right, now, as President Trump continues to be prosecuted, sorry, you guys, I'm sorry. I'm going to get through this without laughing. As President Trump continues to get prosecuted, a new poll out today of 1,500 people found that Republicans hate Joe Biden more than they hate the repressive dictator Bashar al-Assad of Syria. So, like, here, let me back up. So in Republicans' minds, here's Donald Trump. Here's Bashar al-Assad of Syria. And here's Donald Trump. Or sorry, here's Joe Biden. Here's Joe Biden, right? So Americans think less of Joe Biden than they do the dictator Bashar al-Assad of Syria. Now, according to the survey, only 11% of Republicans view President Biden favorably. 14% have a more positive view of Syrian President Bashar al-Assad. Furthermore, 85% of Republicans have an unfavorable opinion of Biden compared to 40% of Bashar al-Assad. However, 48% of Republicans responded that they are unsure of how to rate the foreign leader, Bashar al-Assad. You guys, how bad is that? So in the last week, Biden has been voted the worst president in 100 years, and now he's being voted as lower in favorability than a freaking dictator in the Middle East. Unbelievable. Who likes Biden? No wonder they're booting him out. Unbelievable. All right, now, before far-left advocates try to label Republicans as stupid, it doesn't surprise me that most Republicans are unaware of the actions of Bashar al-Assad. For those unaware, Bashar al-Assad is responsible for thousands of deaths, extreme spying on his people, chemical weapons released on his own citizens. That being said, people tend to care more about the people who actually have a real impact on their lives, not the other way around. Now, how about Biden being disliked more than a dictator who used illegal chemical weapons on his own people? That Biden is viewed less favorably than a dictator who was run out of town and forced to flee for his life to the country of Russia. Unbelievable, right? You know it's bad. You know it's bad when people are like, I'm going to trust the leader that used illegal chemical weapons on their citizens more than the president of the United States. That's pretty bad, you guys. Oh my gosh, that's a true story. All right, now, even on the Democrat side, the Biden-Harris administration isn't faring well. In a recent interview with CNN political commentator Van Jones, he stated, "There's a reckoning inside the Democratic Party. Kamala Harris promised freedom. Well, she delivered it to us because now we're free from having to run anything in Washington, D.C. So basically, he's saying, I'm glad I don't have to cover her. I am free to not cover her. Man, CNN originally made excuses for why Kamala Harris lost. Now they're blaming her for being a terrible candidate. I mean, it's pretty bad when CNN stabs a Democrat in the back, right? But then again, their ratings are worse than Food Network. Oh, gosh. Oh, my gosh. I can't believe my show is getting more views than CNN. Unbelievable. Wish they would just hire me for like $20 million, right? Isn't that what they pay? Maybe that's I think that's Rachel Maddow, who they pay $20 million over at MSNBC. Unbelievable. All right, now, at least they are no longer blaming America by calling us sexist or misogynistic. Sadly, that doesn't seem to be the case for Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, who just made a crazy announcement. Over on X, Justin Trudeau of Canada stated, "We were supposed to be on a march towards progress, and yet, just a few weeks ago, the United States voted for a second time not to elect its first woman president. Women's rights and women's progress is under attack, overtly and subtly. I want you to know that I am and will always be a proud feminist. You will always have an ally in me and in my government." Now, what the heck is Justin Trudeau talking about? Number one, people didn't vote for Hillary Clinton and Kamala Harris because they're terrible candidates, not because they're women, not because they have ovaries or breasts. It's because they're not good leaders. That's why. The other reason, Justin Trudeau, is the Democrat Party can't even define what a woman is. So why would they vote for a woman when they don't even know what a woman is? You have Supreme Court Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson saying, "I don't know what a woman is. I'm not a doctor." You have other people saying there is no such thing as gender. All gender is fluid. There's men and women and 105 other genders. So why would Democrats vote for a woman? They don't even know what a woman is. Now, a random person on X proved they are smarter than Justin Trudeau. They wrote, Canada's biggest problem in a nutshell, elect a woman because she's a woman. Trudeau doesn't want to deal with Trump and thinks he's got the brass ones to go toe-to-toe with him. He's poking the bear, and the next 4 years are going to be epic. Now, I don't think it will be 4 years. I think that Poilievre, the conservative that is running against Justin Trudeau, he's going to win. He's going to liberate Canada, and Canada is going to grow some balls again, and they're going to admit that there are only two genders. By the way, Justin Trudeau says Americans are bad for electing a man. Dude, last I checked, Justin Trudeau, you were born a man and you identify as a man. So are you saying that your own voters, that Canadians are sexist bigots because they voted for you? Gosh, I'm telling you, this guy is confused. The son of Fidel Castro, Justin Trudeau, doesn't even know he's a man. So, dude, you're either a man or the people that voted for you are sexist and misogynist by voting for you. It doesn't look good for him. I really hope Poilievre wins because that dude has some serious cojones, and I look forward to making Canada great again. All right, now in a shocking twist, Democrat Senator of Pennsylvania, Justin Trudeau, decided to join Truth Social. According to Politico, Senator Fetterman, in his first tweet or message or whatever you call it, said that it is time for Biden to pardon Donald Trump from these BS lawsuits, weaponizing the judiciary for blatant partisan gains, diminishes the collective faith in our institutions, and sows further division. So this Democrat senator finally joins Truth Social, and his first message is, it's time to pardon Donald Trump from all of the stupid Democrat-driven lawfare against him. Unbelievable. Well, if conservatives can take over Canada, then who knows? Maybe Fetterman will become a Republican one day. I have to say, I respect John Fetterman. I don't always agree with him, but I think he's right. I think it's time for Joe Biden to pardon Donald Trump. After all, he pardoned his crackhead son, Hunter Biden. All right, that's my update for tonight. I love you guys. Hey, there's 6,000 of you right now. Please give this video a like so that YouTube and Rumble will share it with others. Let's get the truth out. Let's make the Stephen Gardner Show twice as big as CNN. That way, twice as many people can get the truth. Also, hit that subscribe button. We're almost to 1.9 million amazing truth seekers. Hey, I love you guys. Thank you so much, and I will see you on the next video.